Hello, everyone, and welcome back to A Gift of Wisdom or The Gift of Wisdom page with Sinise. And my name is Sinise. And I just have a short word for you today. This is actually a repeat. However, you did not receive the first one. On February 16th, the Lord gave me a short word, very, very short, that I actually posted on my IG page. And the word simply was, I'm doing something new. Don't look for any familiarity. Look for the refreshing, that which refreshes your soul. And that was a quick word. It was late one, I believe Friday evening in February. And about 2 weeks later, which would have been March 1st, the Lord gave me that word, not the same word, but it was again in regards to doing something new. And he expounded on what he had originally told me on the 16th and went into more detail. However, I did record that video on March 1st. But unfortunately, I did it as a live. It came through fine as far as the video, but the sound, there was no sound whatsoever. So I attempted to redo it. And about 5 minutes after I found out that there was no sound, I immediately began to write it or began to type out what I heard in my spirit. And I was just going to type up again the word, but what was coming out, was a poem. And that's basically what God has been doing with me for probably the last 2 to 3 years, quite a bit. And that is giving me words or just simple poems, basic poems or spoken words. And they've been, for the most part, prophetic words that I have typed up and written out. I've given a few of them on a broadcast. But this time, this word actually came and was dropped in my spirit immediately after that broadcast that I did, that was not any good because there was no sound. You could watch it, but there was no sound. So 5 minutes later, I began to type, and this is what the Lord gave me. Again, this is something I'm calling something new, which was the title of the broadcast I originally did on March 1st as well. The something new is inside of you, in your seeing, hearing, and the things you do, in the letting go and trusting His plan of manifestation. There's more through you that He can do, even throughout nations. The something new is inside your mind, a welcomed, refreshing wind of the reviving kind. Are you perceiving or even desiring for more? Look, He's made openings where there was once closed doors. The something new has not been thought of or done. Non-conceiving ways which are higher, brighter than the sun. Meditating, keeping it renewed and sharp, will have you praising and creating like David on the harp. And that was the poem. And like I said, it was pretty much everything in a nutshell as to what I had spoken in that broadcast. Although the broadcast was about almost 20 minutes, this poem actually tied everything up into that word, that poetic word, if you will, prophetic word. And that was again on March 1st. I just wanted to say a couple of things, and then that's it. And that is, oftentimes people are afraid to step out and to do things that they've never done before, for fear of the unknown, for fear that they'll be ridiculed, or they'll make some stupid mistake or error, or something that someone will say something about. But God is saying, this is the time for you to walk in newness of life. This is the time for you to be used by Him in not just a greater way and greater capacity, but in ways that you have not been used before, even considered. And it's almost a cliche-ish type of phrase these days. We know, hearing this all the time, that God is doing a new thing. He's doing a new thing. There's something new. It's a new day. It's a new day. And it's true. And it's true for the fact, a couple of things. And one is that the Bible tells us in Psalms that His mercies are new every morning. And so if His mercies are new every morning, every day, we have a new start. We have a new beginning in life. We have a new opportunity to do things differently, to make decisions that we should have made maybe the previous day or week or month and didn't. We have a new start every morning because of His mercies being new. And so take advantage of that, God is saying. Take advantage of it. The other thing is, He's saying, is that there is something new that He's wanting to do in and through you, because for the simple fact of the matter may be only because you are new. He's saying a lot of people have been, or some people have been in recent months, have been touched, and they've been delivered and set free of some things in their lives, and God has brought healing in their lives as well. And because of these things, events that have taken place spiritually in their lives, they are a new person, and they are seeing things differently. They are perceiving differently, and they are actually acting differently in some ways. And so there's a new outlook. And so for that reason alone, God is saying it's something new, because you are new. And so the way that you are going to be walking and acting and speaking and responding is going to be new and different than what you have in the past. And so that's why I believe God is saying, don't be afraid to step out and do something that you maybe wanted or desired to do before, but maybe was afraid, or you felt you weren't qualified, or whatever the case may be. But try it now. Try it now that you are walking in newness of life. And it's because of Him, because He has made not only all things beautiful in its time, but all things new. We know when we are saved that we all become new creatures, that the old is passed away, and behold, all things have become new. That is true spiritually, but we also know that there is new mindset that we have to allow to be created, that we have to allow to overtake us and to be established in our minds, in our lives. There are new mindsets, there are new ways of doing certain things that we need to have after we are saved. Sometimes not everything falls off as far as habits of the flesh and different things like that. Sometimes God does a miracle overnight, yes, and delivers and heals and restores individuals, and they don't have those issues. But a lot of people don't have that, and so that is one reason why we have the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit allows and enables and helps us to overcome those things in our life that we have problems overcoming. And so God is saying that now is the time to step out in faith and believe Him for those things that you in the past could not. And so I wanted to share that with you today. I am also going to post this poem. I'm going to send it, yes, as a post. So as well as put this video up. So again, my name is Cinthia, and this is the Gift of Wisdom page. I want to thank you just for taking a minute to watch, and I appreciate any likes and subscribers as well. You're all welcomed. And remember, wisdom is the principal thing, so get wisdom. But in all of your getting, make sure that you get an understanding. God bless you.